Good afternoon, BookTube. Is it around noon of the third day of the stay-at-home reading rush. Contrary to what the title says, I haven't really been rushing any of this. I've kind of just been taking my time and enjoying some of the books that I've been reading, but I wanted to update you and share with you my progress and just a little bit of what I've thought of my books so far. So I've actually finished one. I finished Much Ado About Noting by William Shakespeare. I guess it's not nothing, it's noting, as in like you note someone, like you notice someone, which I found really interesting. This is one of his earlier pieces, so a lot of people know that William Shakespeare's works towards the end was divided into like comedy, tragedy, and like kind of more abstract genre. But this one was kind of like both a comedy and like tragedy at the same time. So it was really a little confusing for me to kind of pick up like what the feeling was during the movie or during the movie during the play. There is a movie about this. This book is based on a movie that I'm actually interested in seeing. I'd be interested in seeing it in motion. A lot of times, like people don't really tend to get Shakespeare unless it's acted out because all these plays are meant to be seen, not to be read. So I would be interested in watching the movie, having read this, and seeing if like the comedy comes out more when it's being acted, and versus like when it's being performed versus reading it. But it was pretty good. It was a little confusing for me having read Shakespeare before, that this is a very different kind of Shakespeare than I've read. But it was still pretty good. Um, the other, so I finished this one, and the other book that I was kind of reading along with this one, just because that was so dense and serious, was J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World Movie Magic. So this is more of like an informational, behind the scenes book, but it's been really fun to read. It has stickers, which I love stickers. It also has a bunch of moving parts. Like this is really cool. This is like whoa! So it's kind of like a pop-up book for adults. And I love it. And it's got like the little suitcase. This little thing pops up. So it's been really fun. It's been really fun to get to know some of the actors behind um, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I've just started in on the Harry Potter part of this. So I guess the first part was um, Fantastic Beasts, and the second part is Harry Potter. So it's really interesting to just kind of learn more about like Ron and like the ideas behind like what Rupert Grint went through making his character. Just like more cool, cute little. This is apparently Ron's. This is Ron's favorite Quidditch team. So it's been really fun. It's just one of those fun books that I get to read in between some of my more serious books. And so I'm about halfway through there. You can see that. And for the last book, I guess this isn't my last book, but this is like the last book that I have like made a goal of. So this is Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. I am on chapter 7. This is a cute bookmark. This is a cute bookmark of my boyfriend and I. But currently on chapter 7. I've read halfway through it before, and I wanted to finish it this time around. and it's honestly not too bad. It's a little dry at points. Some of the humor is very, like you have to, it's very like highbrow and kind of a lot of satire. But honestly, I think it's going to be a fun read. So hopefully I can get through this today and tomorrow. Um, yeah, and I mean, it's pretty doable. I'm not going to push myself, like obviously. And if I have time, I'm planning on rereading. Nope, this book is holding up my computer. But I'm planning on rereading The Lost Girls of Paris. This book will only take me this book won't take me any time at all because I absolutely loved it. But it's definitely something that I'd be willing to reread just because there's a lot of things that I probably missed the first time reading it. And yeah, Pam Jenoff is just an amazing author. I found her last year through this book actually, and I absolutely loved it. So I don't mind rereading it again. I'll put that back under my computer. Yeah, and last thing to note, you guys might notice my very sparkly attire, but I randomly, like, with all this quarantine stuff going on, and we're all just in our houses, I just decided to wear a very pretty dress today. So you probably can't really see it. So here we go. So Clara, this is for you. I wore a dress today. Everybody look at my cluttered apartment. And honestly, it's quite comfortable. It's like an elastic dress. It's very fuzzy and soft, and I don't think I'll have much problem just lounging around in a dress all day. Anyways, so maybe that's a challenge for you guys. Go out or go into your closet and find something that you haven't worn for in years. I haven't worn this dress since high school. I think I wore it for a homecoming. But yeah, go into your closet, pick out something that you really like and you haven't worn in years, and just wear it for the day. Where are you gonna go? Who's gonna see it? Even if it's embarrassing. Anyway, I will update you tomorrow about my reading progress. All right, bye.